Ladies and gentlemen, let me begin by telling you something that may shake your assumptions. Sight is a function of the eyes, but vision is a function of the heart. You were not born just to make a living. You were born to fulfill a vision. But vision, true vision, requires discipline. Without discipline, vision becomes a dream. Without structure, vision dies in the mind of the visionary. Vision demands a lifestyle that matches its weight. Discipline is the bridge between where you are and where you are destined to be. It is the daily sacrifice, the unseen commitment, and the silent choices that give your vision substance. Vision is not for the lazy. It is not for the distracted. It is not for the double-minded. Vision demands clarity, courage, and consistency. And hear me well, if you don't discipline your life around your vision, you will be pulled into the orbit of someone else's. The world is full of people who had great ideas but lacked the discipline to bring them to life. Vision without discipline becomes a fantasy, but vision with discipline becomes legacy. So I challenge you today, structure your life to match your vision. Surround yourself with what feeds your focus. Eliminate what weakens your will. Prioritize purpose over pleasure. And remember this, the disciplined see what others only dream. You are not ordinary. You were born to solve a problem, answer a question, and fill a void. But it will take discipline to endure the process that prepares you for the promise. Don't abort your future by entertaining distractions in the present. The discipline of vision is not punishment, it is preparation. It is the price you pay for the privilege of impact. Vision is a matter of the heart, not just the eyes. There is a fundamental difference between sight and vision. Sight is the ability to see things as they are, but vision is the ability to see things as they could be. Sight is limited to the natural realm, what is visible, measurable, and tangible. But vision originates in the heart. It is birthed in the realm of purpose and potential. Vision comes from within, comes from within. It is not dependent on your environment, your resources, or even your present condition. It is a divine seed planted in the soil of your spirit, whispering to you that there is more to your life than what you see around you. People who walk by sight live by what is. People who walk by vision live by what could be. This is why you can never judge the strength of a person's vision by what they currently possess. A person may be living in obscurity, lacking money, support, or opportunity, yet still be carrying a vision so potent it could transform nations. Vision is not determined by optics, but by insight. It's not about what you can look at, it's about what you can look beyond. That's why some of the most powerful people in history began with nothing but an inner picture of a future they refused to let go of and now of. The eyes may see obstacles, but the heart sees outcomes. The eyes see barriers, but the heart sees breakthroughs. When a person has true vision, even in the middle of lack, rejection, or delay, their heart remains full of fire because they are being led by a picture that is bigger than their pain. Your eyes will always show you your current reality, but your heart, when connected to your purpose, will show you your ultimate destiny. Vision requires that you close your natural eyes and open the eyes of faith, the eyes of purpose, and the eyes of conviction. What you see with your heart must be more powerful than what you see with your eyes, because vision doesn't come from your surroundings. It comes from your source. And until you learn to live from your heart, you will keep reacting to life instead of leading it. Vision without discipline is a fantasy. The truth is, having a vision is not enough. The disciplined understand that today's sacrifice is tomorrow's harvest. They aren't living for applause, they're living for alignment. And because of that, they're always advancing. Undisciplined visionaries become distracted followers. There is nothing more tragic than a person with great vision who lacks the discipline to carry it out. A visionary without discipline is like a ship without a rudder. It may be full of potential, but it has no direction. In a world full of noise, trends, and instant gratification, undisciplined visionaries are constantly pulled away from their assignment. They start strong but rarely finish. They're excited by every new opportunity, but they lack the focus to build anything that lasts. Without discipline, a visionary ends up serving someone else's agenda because the world always recruits the unfocused. If you don't govern your vision with discipline, the culture will hijack it with distraction. Every vision demands separation. You cannot pursue a divine calling and remain entangled in everything that calls for your attention. When a visionary fails to set boundaries, their time, energy, and focus become scattered. They follow trends instead of principles. They chase crowds instead of cultivating character. And before long, they begin to measure success by external validation rather than internal conviction. The danger is subtle. Distraction often disguises itself as opportunity. But not everything that looks good is aligned with your destiny. An undisciplined visionary says yes too easily, commits too quickly, and changes direction too often. They become reactive instead of strategic, emotional instead of purposeful. Eventually, without discipline, the visionary begins to lose their distinctiveness. They mirror others instead of manifesting what was uniquely placed inside them. The very thing they were designed to lead, they now follow. They talk about purpose but live without alignment. They speak of impact but lack consistency. And while they may be admired for their potential, they are no longer respected for their progress. Great vision without discipline leads to frustration, envy, and compromise. Discipline protects the visionary from becoming a wanderer. It anchors you in your assignment so that no matter how loud the world becomes, you remain focused on the voice that gave you the vision in the first place. Your vision is real, it is divine, it is necessary, but vision alone is not enough. The world does not respond to what you imagine. It responds to what you execute. And execution requires discipline. Not the kind of discipline that comes from fear, but the kind that flows from revelation. Revelation of who you are, where you're here, and what you've been sent to accomplish. Your future is not waiting for a miracle. It's waiting for your consistency. It's not waiting for a breakthrough. It's waiting for your structure. If you are willing to govern your life with focus, intention, and obedience to the voice within you, there is nothing on this earth that can stop the fulfillment of your vision. Not delay, not opposition, not even failure, because the disciplined don't just survive, they build, they endure. They finish. So rise up, visionary. Align your habits with your calling. Silence the noise. Set your face like flint and walk boldly in the direction of what you have seen. The world is not changed by dreamers. It is changed by dreamers. It is changed by disciplined doers. Let your life be proof that vision, when governed by discipline, becomes destiny.